Hello everyone and welcome to a brand new playthrough, walkthrough, whatever you might like to call it. We're going to be playing Pokemon Brilliant Diamond on the Nintendo Switch. Going to be playing through the entire game all the way from the start to the Elite Four. Going to be playing in English first and foremost. Now I should just go through what I'm going to do with this first and foremost. So I'm not going to be checking Bulbapedia, I'm not going to be checking all them other websites where you can look into what might come in the next route, what Pokemon you can catch, what Pokemon the next gym might have, or what type they are even, because I've played a decent amount of Pokemon games, but mainly back in the early 2000s to around when Diamond and Pearl came out. Pearl was the last one I played until I got a Nintendo Switch, and I played Sword and Shield during lockdown, so that's kind of where I'm at. So I haven't played any of Sun and Moon or Black and White or anything like that, didn't have those consoles. So what you're going to see is going to be someone a bit more laid back, a bit more chill going into the game. So if that's your kind of thing and you're not looking for people to just spam the game and play it as easy as possible, then this is probably the save for you, probably the walkthrough for you, should I say. So we're going to be playing in English. The approach that I'm going to have here is that I'm going to go through all these talking bits, but I'm going to do a debrief of what they're saying essentially. So we're going to meet the professor here. His name's Rowan. He's telling us that the world is inhabited by creatures such as Pokemon. There's a Munchlax right there. And yeah, just telling us about the bonds that people in Pokemon have and the research that he's doing. Now, we need to go pick what we look like. I would say I'm a little bit more tanned, however I do have blue eyes, so we'll just go for this because probably the closest we're gonna get. Put our name in. I'm gonna call myself Nomad, similar to the channel name. Thank you very much. And this is our potential friend slash rival, whatever you might like to call him. And we're going to call him Barry. Nice easy name to remember. That's Barry. Time's come. Let's go and do our own adventure. Perfect. On our way we go. Straight into it then, and what we've got here is a little message. So despite the exploration team's best efforts, the rare oddly coloured Pokemon eluded detection. The rumoured red Gyarados failed to appear, even fleetingly, to the crestfallen team. That looks like it's a television set, our little character there watching the TV, watching the Pokemon world unfold. And there we go, and this is our home, this is our new player. That's what he looks like. Dashing young chap. Go downstairs, and there's our mum. Speak to her, what's she got to say? Barry came calling for us a while ago. Said it was an emergency, so let's go have a look. Don't go in the tall grass, she says. We'll heed that advice for now. We'll go see if we can't find Barry. I think this might be Barry's house. Yes, it is. Let's head inside. There's Barry. Good. Right, he's asking us to come to the lake. He's probably just seen the same program that we have about the red Gyarados in the lake. He's forgotten something. We'll have to go inside and see what he's forgotten. Bypass his mum, go straight upstairs. Quite keen to take these early steps quite quickly because we know what's coming most of the time, so we'll alright, he's times that fine by 10. We now owe him 10 million Poké-Dollars. Let's head outside, get towards this lake. I'm sure you may have already picked up this game, so you'll know what to expect in these early parts, or you may have watched another walkthrough. Yeah, he's on about that program now, so let's follow him. Ooh, he's following me, sorry. Follow him towards the lake. Verity Lakefront, we're on the right tracks. And here we are, the entrance to the lake. Here we go. Looks like the professor's there. And someone called Dawn looking out towards the lake. Looking for something themselves. Just telling Dawn there that there's many Pokemon in Sinnoh to find, many places to explore. Hopefully that'll be us too. Anyway, let's head towards a lake because it looks like there may be something left. There's a nice little haze to the top of the screen that in the distance. So head towards the lake, and there's actually, as we said, a briefcase there. And there we go, we're attacked by 2 Starlies. This could be the moment where we pick our first Pokemon. Let's head into this briefcase, much like Ruby and Sapphire. We're just gonna steal essentially these Pokemon. I'll go through each Pokemon. So here we've got Piplup. I'm not too bothered about picking up Piplup because there's lots of water types in this game and I don't feel the final evolution is the one for me personally. If we head to Chimchar, I think the game is far too geared towards Chimchar. From memory, I remember picking Chimchar when I played Pearl back in 2007, whenever that game came out, and all a bit too easy for Chimchar and the latter Infernape. So the one I'm going to choose is the grass type Pokemon. I never used to pick grass type Pokemon, but on Sword and Shield I picked Grookey and really enjoyed it. I've never used Turtwig before, so I'm excited to use Turtwig. And here we go for our first battle against Starly. Here we go. Nice little amount of damage there. Hopefully this can be a 2-shot KO. Use tackle again. No, not two hits, it's gonna have to be 3. Those growls definitely knocked down the attack, so it's become a 3-hit KO. And a nice little win there in our first Pokemon battle against a wild Pokemon, Starly. And it looks like Barry has picked Chimchar, so that will definitely be a battle for, well, another time I suppose. And Dawn comes back to get the briefcase, but she's noticed that 2 Pokemon are gone. She's going to have to take that back to the Professor. And we're probably going to have to go and explain ourselves. Let's get out of here, indeed. Right, so Barry's following us now, and we're headed back towards Twinleaf Town. There's Rowan and Dawn. Rowan's going to come over. He's going to look at the Pokemon that we took. Turtwig and Chimchar. A man of very few words, and he's off on his way again. And he's off. He's gone towards the lab, which I would assume is in a different town because there was only four houses in Twinleaf. And it looks like we're back at home with our mum cooking. Not sure what she's cooking there. Anyway. We explained what happened to our mum. And the professor, she says, is in Sangem Town. Yeah, and we need to properly go explain ourselves, because he's had a look at the Pokemon, but we need to go explain ourselves further as to why we took them. And we got a pair of running shoes. Nice to see you get them so early on in the game. I must admit the controls on this game might take a little bit of getting used to, but we'll get there eventually. You're just telling us how to use them. Let's head off then out of Twin Leaf Town once again towards Sangem Town and the lab. Wild Pokemon here. We've got a Starly. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try and level up my Turtwig on the way to Sangem Town. If I can. Get up to level 6. Hit with a growl there, so it's probably going to be three shots to get rid of this Starly. Go again. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be 3 hits. It's a bit annoying. Going to be a lot of repetitive battles in these opening stages, as every Pokemon game does. There'll be new players coming to the game, children, things like that, so you need to learn the ropes, and to learn the ropes you need to do the basics first, so be a bit of a slow start this one. I don't think any of these people on the way to Sangem Town are trainers. I will be battling every single trainer though I come across, hopefully. Important to get that raised XP, because you can only get so many XP points from wild Pokemon, so it's best to deviate and try and take on every trainer you can, because they've got that extra XP with slightly stronger Pokemon that you find in the wild. Looks like we're going to need third one again. Hopefully this takes it out. And there we go. Extra 12 points there. As we head over... No, we don't. What are we going to battle here? Another Starly. This is not very exciting, unfortunately, but we'll take this one down as we have the other two. Hopefully it doesn't growl and can get rid of it in 2 shots. Never mind. The animations on this game, I don't know if I've already mentioned it, but they look really good. Like, you can just see Turtwig's tail wagging there, his head bobbing up and down. There's nothing on the opposition side though. There's a bit of it's blinking. It blinked. Fair enough. Maybe with more advanced Pokemon you might get a little bit more out of them. As we head to level 6 with our Turtwig. And we've also learned Leaf Witch, which is our first grass type move. Let's head to Sangem Town then. Looks like we're already here. And there is Dawn. Who's gonna meet us at the gates to Sangem Town. He asks us to come with her. There's the lab. And there's Barry. Beats us to everything, does Barry. Looks like he's trying to say the professor isn't actually as scary as he was earlier, so that's a good sign. Hopefully he lets us keep our Turtwig. Let's go inside. Gleaming floor. Runs a tight ship, does Rowan in his lab. Looks immaculate in here. So it looks like he's going to give us the Turtwig as a gift, as he's seen that we've looked after it well. I'm not going to give any Pokemon in this series nicknames. Dawn's happy that we've taken Turtwig too. Rowan's just asking us if we'll take a Pokedex and do some research from him, look at all the Pokemon that are around the Sinnoh region, and there we go, we've obtained our Pokedex. Very high-tech device that we'll be able to use, and will hopefully help us as well. And he's just telling us we can get on our way now, and it looks like Dawn has taken Piplup, the third Pokemon in that briefcase, which is good to see. It's always the case with the older Pokemon games, you and your rival would take one Pokemon each, and when you'd ever revisit the lab, there'd just be one Pokeball still sat there, which was always a bit sad, but never mind. Anyway, let's leave the lab now. So, just come outside now of the laboratory, and it looks like Dawn is wanting to speak to us. She wants to act as our mentor, so she's going to show us around a little bit. First things first, she's going to show us the Pokemon Center, that infamous red-topped building, and the Pokemart, which is always the blue-top building. Good to see. Nice little clean-looking buildings. She's just telling us now that we need to go back and speak to our mother, because we're obviously well on our way to getting on a bit of a journey here, so she'll probably be worried about us, so we'll head back, see if she's got anything to say. Anything interesting to give us, perhaps? You never know. Here we go, back inside. Still getting used to the controls. Bit weird, this 360 business. If you're used to any of the old Pokemon games, it was a case of up, down, left, right, whereas now it's a bit of, 360 action. She's impressed with the task we've got ahead, and she's given us a little guidebook, so hopefully we won't need to use that, but if we ever do have any issues, then we'll be able to use our little guidebook, as opposed to, just Googling it, which I suppose I could do, but where's the fun in that? I've got to use the guidebook. Barry's mum's come in. It's a bit eccentric as Barry's just left without saying anything. Looks like we have to give him a parcel. We'll go find him. Wonder where he's gone. Jubilife City, she seems to suggest, so we'll head that way then. That must be above Jubilife Town. Looks like we've forgotten something important, and there we go. Look, don't know if you've seen that, but we've got a brand new red hat. We look ready to roll now with our little red hat. Off on Route 201. I'm sure there'll be some sort of encounter soon where we learn how to catch a Pokemon, and then from there we can catch our own Pokemon, which will be exciting. Start building up our team, give Turtwig some competition, but also a little bit of backing too. So just going to head in here and heal up Turtwig. Let's see what this looks like. Same as before. Pokeball goes on there and does a little pulse. You can see the Pokemon up above on the screen behind you. And there we go. Out onto Sandgem Town then, and we're going to head up towards Jubilife City. And there's Dawn. She's in the grass. This is probably what I was just speaking about a moment ago. She's going to teach us how to catch Pokemon. So we're going to go into the wild grass, and what is it going to be? A Bidoof. Is that the first Bidoof we've seen? Could be. Only seen Starlies up to this point. So I'm going to battle it. She's going to use Pound. Weaken Bidoof slightly. Bidoof's going to do a little tackle back, but then we're going to probably go to our Pokeball once the HP has been knocked back Probably going to want to do a little bit more damage than that in higher levels, but she's got 25 Pokeballs there. Hopefully we'll get some of them. And she throws the Pokeball towards Bidoof, and it looks like it's going to be caught. There we go. Nice little tutorial there if you were unaware how to catch a Pokemon. I'm sure that'll be good to any new players who are playing the game for the first time. It's always in the game. Nothing interesting caught there, just a Bidoof. I remember when you were playing on Ruby and Sapphire, and there would be Wally, who was a bit of an odd character, but he'd catch a Ralts, and then by the end he's one of the best trainers in the game, and he's got that Gardevoir, really good. But yeah, thanks for that advice, Dawn. We'll get on our way, and it looks like we've been given some Pokeballs as well. 20 Pokeballs no less, so we'll definitely be able to catch something now. Let's see if any of this long grass holds anything. No, let's just go to the trainer then. Head towards the trainer and get done with our first Pokemon trainer battle, I believe. And it's youngster Tristan who has a Starly. I won't mind fighting something else now. Four Starlies, which is, I don't want to say boring, but definitely lacking in variety. That was a good tackle by Starly there. Probably going to run into some troubles if it keeps hitting me like this. This might be 4 shots to get rid of this Starly, perhaps. It might even win. Our speed is not great at all. Speed a real problem for Turtwig there. What I'll do is I'll head back to the Pokemon Center now, because that was a bit alarming how quickly that went down. And I'll meet you back up here. So, just been to the Pokemon Center, healed up our Pokemon. I also picked up 5 potions from the Pokemart. Let's see if this girl wants to battle. She does. Let's see what she's got. Anything interesting? A Bidoof. It's a new one for us. Just about. See if we can use Leafage this time, see if it'll do a little bit of damage. Good amount of damage there from Turtwig with Leafage. Our attack fell, so hopefully this will be 2 hits. It might not be. 2 hits it is. Good stuff. And we've leveled up to level 7. Great to see, always nice to level up. And she sent out another Bidoof, but our attack took a little bit of a knock, so this might not be... I don't know, still doing a decent amount. If our attack has fallen here, then this might be 3 hits, unfortunately. Nope, just 2 hits again. Bidoofs are much easier to take down than Starlies, it looks like. 18 XP points there. And we head up on our journey. Ooh, a Shinx. Now, Shinx either come with Intimidate or without, so we'll have to see if this one comes with Intimidate. It doesn't. I'm not going to catch this one, unfortunately. The Intimidate trait, ability, whatever you would like to call it, is much better than the other alternative, which is... I can't remember, but it does something as in, if it's the same gender, then it'll do a lot more damage, whereas if it's not the same gender Pokemon, it'll do half damage, which... I think you could run into a lot of problems there, potentially. But here we go, Shinx in a Pokemon battle this time with this youngster. We send out Turtwig. And this Shinx has Intimidate, so that knocks our attack down instantly, which is a great trait to have. We'll use Leafage anyway and hopefully get the win here with our level 7 Turtwig. It does about 40% of the damage. Thundershock shouldn't do too much as Turtwig, his second type is ground. It's not very effective as you saw. Then use Thundershock again. One thing that holds Turtwig back, and indeed its evolved form, is probably its speed. So we'll have to get our speed from elsewhere, different Pokemon. Can't just have them hard hitting Pokemon that, you know, take loads of hits and then give it all back. But if they're slow and they're weak to a certain type, they can get knocked out real quick. So one of them really. Gonna have to find the right balance. Here's a Shinx. Does this one have Intimidate? Let's have a look. It doesn't. It's a shame. It's a shame. I'm quite reluctant to use the likes of Starly and Shinx though, as I think they get, from memory, they get used quite a lot in a lot of playthroughs, so I don't want to just use everything that everyone else is using. If it comes to a point where we need to use it, then we will, but for now, I'm quite happy with just running with Turtwig. Although I can't run away from this Starly, which is a bit annoying because it takes a turn off you as well. Doing my best to run away. There we go. Is this a trainer? No, he's walking about. He's not a trainer. As we enter Jubilife City, and Dawn yet again is there to meet us. Meets us at every town so far. So she's suggesting that Barry has gone to the trainer's school. I wonder where that is. This looks like a school. Yes, it is. Head inside. And there he is, right by the blackboard, learning. Lots of tips on the blackboard, he says, so if we need to use them we will, but we've delivered the parcel as his mum suggested that we should do. Looks like he's got a town map, but there's 2 in there, so we're going to take one of those as well. Very nice of him to give us a town map. Need to find our way around the Sinnoh region. And yet again he's on his way. Fleeting visit. Now, if this is a trainer school, then I would maybe suggest that people are trainers, but these people are on a mat over here, so this might be somewhere where you can get Pokemon battles done, and indeed it is. So we're going to face this guy in the trainer school. School Kid Harrison, nice little backdrop being in the school here. Bookshelves, little plants. Bit inappropriate to just turn up to a school and start a Pokemon fight, but never mind. We'll use Leafage on Abra, a new little Pokemon that we've got here. Charge Beam isn't going to do much against us, as I said before with Shinx as a ground type. That is an electric type move that Abra knows there. We use Leafage. Done a good amount of damage too. Going to use Charge Beam again as Abra. This speed thing is really going to hold Turtwig back in some scenarios, which is a bit of a shame, but you know, like I said, we're going to have to get other Pokemon to alleviate the pressure off Turtwig, as Turtwig's probably going to be our leading XP level holder, given that we got it first. So we're going to have to alleviate some of the pressure off of Turtwig and maybe get an all-round team where, you know, everyone's on an even amount of XP really. And we're going to take this little girl on as well in the school. And she's also got an Abra. Out goes Turtwig. I promise I will catch something soon. I'll probably head into the next route because there might be, you know, bug types or Maybe even a psychic type, like you'd get Rolts. I'm thinking there might be Abras, because I don't think we would be shown Abras all this early if there wasn't one to be, you know, caught. There's a critical hit there with Leafage from Turtwig, so that's great to see. Gain some XP points there, up to level 9, that's perfect. School Cred Prestige, she's upset. Get back to studying. And it looks like she's just said we can get a TM from her friend here. So here's a TM, here's our first TM I believe, TM10. And what's that going to be? That is going to be Work Up, which is a fighting type move, so if we ever get a fighting type, we'll be able to raise the special attack and special defense of both of them. Right, I'm going to head to the Pokemon Center and I'll be back with you shortly.